especially if you tend to be anxious.
Right.
Theanine from green tea helps you focus and calm you at the same time. And yes, green tea does have a little bit of caffeine, but why green tea is better than coffee is the theanine helps calm down the effects of the caffeine. But theanine by itself is just magical for so many of my patients. And those gummies, they taste great and they have no sugar, right? Because sugar for me would be a brand violation, and we don't do brand violations.
Yeah. Where does theanine come from? What is it?
From green tea.
Okay. Oh, that's where it comes from, right? It's not just there. Right,
it's one of the active ingredients in green tea. Green tea catechins are another great substance for your brain. My favorite of all of them, we talked about omega-3s, but my favorite is saffron. And I've been following the science of saffron for over 20 years, because over 20 years ago, a study came out showing it was equally effective to Prozac. And I'm like, whoa. And there's folklore in India.
Yeah. My mom is going to love this moment of this podcast. She tells me it's saffron all the time.
That if you're too happy, you must have had saffron. So now there are 24 randomized controlled trials head-to-head against antidepressants showing that it's equally effective to boost your mood. But as opposed to antidepressants, which can decrease sexual function, saffron increases sexual function, increases pleasure, increases responsiveness, even in some studies, sperm motility. Saffron has been shown to enhance memory. And I'm like, memory, mood, and sex. And at the beginning of the pandemic, right when my dad was sick, I'm like, I make something called Happy Saffron with saffron, zinc, and curcumins. I've taken it every day since. And I just think it's just a nice thing to help keep people balanced. But then the supplements in large part depend on your brain type. So that's secret number 2, is what makes some people happy makes other people miserable. And a one size fits all with happiness is just not reality. Some people need novelty and they love surprises, where it's type 2. There's 5 primary types. That's our spontaneous type. But type 3, the persistent type, they hate surprises and love routine. And so know your type and the type of your spouse and children, and then ask yourself every day, am I do something that makes me uniquely happy?
Mm-hmm. And this book's going to help people figure out their type. You have the types in the book. So we have the balanced brain type, the spontaneous brain type, the persistent brain type, sensitive brain type, and the cautious brain type. And the book helps you diagnose and figure out which brain type you have. So you can do this with your friends, your family, your partner, your kids. And that's going to help you understand what they need more of or what they're missing.
In fact, my nieces, they had friends over and they were in the spa at home. And they were taking the ACE quizzes with their friends and knowing each other's brain type.
I love that.
It was such a great discussion.